brothers, no lie. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you.
National Series, and it should be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check. He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
To throw is Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field.
64,
After the turnover, here's Greer. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start for trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, Cousins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Right there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
On 1st down, Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Newton on first down. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. From the red zone now, Newton. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Everson Griffin on the sack. Taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, quick slant, caught by Moore. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A shotgun snap for Newton. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin, his second sack of the night. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down in distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Newton to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. A 1-yard touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check.
Cousins now. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Kyle Love gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
59. Here we go.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Right there. Gun. Right there.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On second down, McCaffrey. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
20.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Everson Griffith bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Got a man, it's right. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. And he's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
20.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open. Complete. Past the 20. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Newton now to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 4 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Let's go.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Cousins to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bruce Irvin came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Cook. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an option.
Now Cousins. Now he's flushed out left. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Buying time to and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Everson Griffin, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Welcome back now here in London. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing is Newton. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here we go on 4. Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's taken down inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
20.
Throwing again on second down. Newton flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Newton on third down. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Linval Joseph able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down.
Check out.
They snap it to Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Operating from the gun. Newton to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. On second and goal, Newton, and that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A first down throw for Cousins. That went into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Vernon Butler in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And Diggs has it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Now it's Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable, but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go! What is it? 180? Check, check. Watch the before. Watch the before. I got it.
Now Newton. Complete to right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing here, Newton. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. To throw is Newton. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Newton to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.